Since 2002, a massive multinational reconstruction and development efforts to rebuild Afghanistan's infrastructure has been underway. The roads network, in particular, has undergone substantial expansion in recent years. The roads network, under the responsibility of Ministry of Power Work, thousands of kilometers of national and regional roads built or rehabilitated since 2002. This is a drastic increase from the few hundreds kilometers of serviceable road available in 2001. With the decline in international aid and the security and development transition in progress, and while the country continues its modernization efforts, it is critical to identify and cultivate long-term sustainable and inclusive mechanisms for the operations of its essential physical infrastructure. In order to supplement this program, the Swedish International Development Cooperation Agency, SIDA, started and continued financing rural access improvement projects in the 4 northern provinces of Semengan, Belg, Jozjan and Serbol, with the overall objective to contribute to poverty reduction in rural areas, bridge regional disparities and support equitable growth.
SIDA is here in Afghanistan, part of the Swedish Embassy, and our work is guided by governmental strategies. The present one is from 2014, ending in 2019. We have already started the thinking process for the next strategy and expect to get the task of delivering an underlying documentation in the beginning of 2019. And the ongoing strategy, it has as its overarching objective to contribute to democratic, peaceful and sustainable development and long-term economic growth that benefits the people living in poverty. So this is fully in line with the objectives of the Afghanistan National Peace and Development Framework.
Expectations of all our partners, both external in the government, external within the international community, and internally within UNOPS and within ourselves. And what both the vision reinforce is the fact that we're here for one purpose, and that is to serve the people of Afghanistan, to serve and support the government of Afghanistan.
SIDA's and UNOPS development strategies are well in line with the government of Afghanistan development priorities, which aims to enable people living in poverty, particularly women, girls and young men, to enjoy better living conditions in a peaceful, democratic and lawful society, and therefore the RAIP has been facilitating achievement of this goal since its initiation.
We are focusing on some of those essential components of development, being the roads, the capacity building, the technical capacity building and the gender mainstreaming, which are all very much part of the Afghanistan National Development Strategy and the Afghanistan Peace and Development Framework. So we're actually we're very proud to be able to contribute directly in this way and through our association with the donors, in this case SIDA.
RAIP I started on 1st of November 2007 and ended on 31st of December 2010. RAIP II started in January 2010 and ended on 31st of December 2013. And RAIP III started on 1st of May 2013 and ended on 31st of October 2016. RAIP IV started on 1st of November 2016 and will close on 31st of December 2020. Independent impact study of the RAIP project conducted by ATR Consulting revealed a school enrollment of children in the target areas of RAIP project increased by 16% for boys and 10% for girls. Women access to health care facilities increased by 14%. Women access to family planning and reproductive health increased by 20%. Access to water increased by 13%, within less than 15 minutes away from house. 85% respondents of the impact study affirmed that roads condition has improved in the last 5 years in project area. As per 68% of the respondents, passengers' freight cost decreased significantly compared to 3 to 5 years ago in project area.
The project has covered more than 24 districts in 4 provinces, like 5 districts in Samangan, 7 districts in Balk, 6 districts in Jaujan, and 6 districts in Charipul. So, total more than 775 kilometer new roads has been built in these districts, and 22 bridges to provide the accessibility throughout the year.
As far as outputs are concerned, RAIP program of projects improved access and connectivity in more than 24 districts of 4 provinces, a more than 775 km new road and 22 bridges were constructed. Periodic maintenance was undertaken of more than 271 km and snow clearance for 177 km of roads was undertaken by the RAIP projects. Capacity building trainings were organized for 790 personnel from Public Works Department and Rural Rehabilitation Department, engineers, contractors, engineering graduate students, male and female shuras, and the members of local road users committees. Direct employment generated for more than 1.2 million person days, provided skill enhancement trainings to 64 women entrepreneur groups of 20 women per group, and gave opportunities to rural women under gender projects, and implemented 320 community-based infrastructure projects. There are 3 major components of the RAIP IV project. Component 1 is the roadworks, Component 2 is the capacity building, and Component 3 is the gender equality and rural livelihood. Gender mainstreaming, social inclusion, disaster risk reduction, environment and health safety are the cross-cutting themes of the project. Roadwork component aims to increase and sustain accessibility to social services, market centers, and employment opportunities in the areas of RAIP IV project's interventions. In the project areas which previously had little access to infrastructure are benefiting from enhanced connectivity through upgraded all-weather surface, improved tertiary roads, and new secondary roads.
On 2007, Rural Access Improvement Project started its work in Afghanistan, and the initial stage covered 2 provinces, later on expanded to 4 provinces of Afghanistan, including Balkh, Samangan, Saripul, and Jawzjan. As we have been receiving feedbacks from our Provincial Public Works Department, they are fully satisfied with RAIP activities. RAIP progress is highly satisfactory, and proper communication between RAIP and Public Works Department is very closely maintained. In addition, hundreds of kilometers roads have been constructed and rehabilitated by RAIP earlier, and it is going on.
About 9.3 kilometers Silk Code Road from Mazar-Shabargan Highway to Khanaka and Aqcha District Center is rehabilitated by Rural Access Improvement Project in Jawzjan Province. The local community and Public Works Department, as the owner of the road, are highly satisfied from all the works done and looking forward for further cooperation.
We were facing challenges before rehabilitation of this road. Pregnant women, mortality, and children were higher.
When our children were sick, it took us 5 hours to carry them to the health center.
Previously, it took us 2 to 3 days to carry our patients to the hospitals at the provincial level, but after the road construction, now we can reach within 2 hours.
The road construction in Khorram-e-Sarbakh district has improved the economy and education in our district. Previously, some of our patients who were suffering appendix used to die on the way, or some of pregnant women used to deliver their children on the way due to poor road condition.
Now we can easily and safely transfer our products, including fruits, to the markets without spoilage, and we can sell the products on good prices. This has positively impacted our economy.
I was unemployed when UNOPS started the road project in our village. I was hired as a laborer. It is very useful for me. Now I can support my family and children education with the wage I receive from my job. I am satisfied.
Operation and maintenance largely attributable to RAIP. However, there is little advice of ownership in local communities for regular operations and maintenance.
We are monitoring the roads. If we find any damaged section on the roads, we fix them by our workers.
We are working here to generate income and support our families. We are happy to serve the people. We earn $6 on daily basis. Capacity building component intends to develop road construction and maintenance capacity of all relevant stakeholders at national and provincial level. The communities in direct proximity to roads are being benefited from an increase in job creation activities due to routine maintenance works, skills transfer, and tertiary development as engineering university graduates are able to invest their skills and expertise back into their communities.
In terms of capacity building of provincial public work departments, many trainings were provided by RAIP, and some tools and equipment were also provided, including laptops, GPS, total station, and vehicles.
Ownership of the tertiary roads falls under the Ministry of Rural Rehabilitation and Development. Therefore, the works under these components are being implemented in close collaboration with respective provincial rural rehabilitation departments. The technical support provided by RAIP is capacity building trainings for our engineers to enhance their technical skills, and tools and equipment were provided to increase the team efficiency in performing their tasks. Fortunately, we have the capacity at the provincial level now.
With the support of the learning program, which was conducted by the UNOPS, we have learned how to use the engineering softwares and implement it on the ground.
In the engineering faculty, we learned the theories, but here in this training, we both learned in theory and practical. In the faculty, we only studied on buildings, but here we studied about the road construction, road design, road survey, using total station as well.
Gender equality and rural livelihood component aims to create employment opportunities for rural women and men. Results for women are particularly important, with an increase in local income generation capacity. To empower communities, mainly women, through engaging them in operation and maintenance of road projects, RAIP formed community institutions named Local Road User Committee, LRUC, with 35 to 50% women members from the roads, corridors, clusters, villages of the RAIP Phase 4.
As LRUC, we are trying to resolve the existing problems among the people in the villages by consultative meetings, intermediations, and conducting awareness sessions.
The concept of community resource person is to establish a local resource at grassroots level to engage key local actors, both men and women, in supporting women engagement in roadworks activities. The logic behind this idea is to create a permanent resource to advocate for gender equality challenges related to women economic empowerment and to play a critical role to increase women engagement in roadworks activities.
CEDA always sees development as development for both men and women. So in everything we do, of course, we integrate gender into what we do.
I think one of the great contributions of the approach that the RAIP programs have is recognising the integration, or the importance of integrating gender into the normal fabric of Afghan society. And the project, I think, is very sensible in that it recognises that gender mainstreaming involves both males and females.
RAIP project has involved those rural women who are living in the remote areas and provided economic opportunities to them. Based on our request and support of UNOPS, role of rural women have also been improved. They are engaged in the project directly by providing bread and food to the construction workers and similar activities which needy women are capable to do.
Fortunately, in our district, the women have active participation in most of the affairs. As the result of RAIP, the significant impact in outcome or employment generation and improvement of women's economy.
The wool spinning project was supported for 8 months. Women from both Aktash and Chabuk villages were involved. They were spinning wool and weaving carpet. I was providing wool from the market, and the women were weaving carpet and selling them to the market. We earned good income and benefit and distributed sheep to the women.
Our lives have been improved. We learned during the livestock project and earned acceptable income. I had poor living conditions the same as other women group members. The project was for 4 months initially. During this period, the women were selling and using the milk as well as using cow dung as firewood in their homes. UNOPS has also provided us a shop inside the city in which we are selling the dairy products, and the women work there.
UNOPS is implementing RAIP IV projects in close consultations of the government, line ministries and line departments. Overall empowerment of and consultation with the key stakeholders is leading to results that are benefiting the country and its infrastructure networks as a whole.
We are continuing to work very closely with the key line ministries, in particular the Ministry of Public Works, which has the responsibility for infrastructure, especially road infrastructure across the country. What can we do further to enhance the capacity of the government itself in partnership with them, with the support of the donor community, to make sure that progress continues?
I think there's some fantastic opportunities to work again with the Ministry of Women's Affairs and some of the gender projects as well. These are the kinds of things that we'd be very excited to commit to as part of the donors' programmatic framework, and also the government of Afghanistan's intentions for development as well. There are other opportunities which we'd like to work with, depending on security, of course, and the focus of the donors. But we're certainly anticipating a very strong presence up in the north of Afghanistan, at least for the next 5 years.
CEDA has already supported more than 63 million for the implementation of RAIP 1, 2 and 3. And it will contribute an additional 40 million for ongoing RAIP IV projects by 2020.
RAIP IV project, in close collaboration of the government of Afghanistan, is continued to bring positive sustainable change in the lives of the men and women of northern Afghanistan.